Hey Gemini, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for January 19th through the 24th. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. If you happen to stumble upon this video after that date, rest assured, my dears, you were led here because there's some message for you, regardless of when you find it. Okay, these are general readings, so not every single message is going to resonate, but there'll be something here for you. Let's see what's going on for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Alrighty, my darlings. So, the first card we've got coming up here is the Chariot. Okay, this is fast forward movement. This is change. This can also be making up your mind, making a decision. Those of you that watch my videos regularly, you know that I kind of refer to Chariot card as my Ralph Waldo Emerson card. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, once we make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen, right? I know there's an author that said something similar more recently, but that is the quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. So, with this card, this is a major arcana card, you guys. Major arcana cards come up when we're in a really significant change in our life. We're coming into a new chapter. The situation that we're dealing with is directly connected to something we came here to learn, to experience, to master. And so at these kinds of crossroads, our angels and guides, our spiritual team is with us, helping us, encouraging us. And so, Gemini, some of you are like, yeah, well, I really want movement, but I'm not sure which direction to go. So I'm waiting for the universe to show me, right? Like, not much is going on. I'm waiting for a sign to drop down from the sky and tell me which way I should go. Well, I see this card come up a lot of the times when the message here is that your angels and guides are around you. And they're just, they want to help you. And they have to respect your free will. So they need to tell you, they need you to tell them what you want, right? Like, we're here to help you, but we have to respect your free will. You have to decide which direction you want to go in. You let us know, and we're going to help you make it happen. We're on it. We've got your back. We're going to make it happen. But you have to make the decision. Okay, Gemini? So maybe you've been procrastinating on making a decision, or maybe you've just kind of been feeling like, nothing's happening. When's it going to change? When's something going to happen? When are things going to start popping? And so the message here is, what do you want? What do you want? So it's a good time to sit and think about that. Once you make the decision, things are going to move forward very quickly. Some of you Geminis are like, oh, I made that decision and I'm moving. I'm moving forward quickly. This could even be physical moving or relocation. This could be something having to do with getting a fresh start for some of you. I feel a desire here, like to get a fresh start or to start over. And this is kind of random, Gemini. I don't want to say that you're ghosting people, but some of you are just completely and totally disconnecting from old friends, from former friends, because you're shifting, you're changing. You might feel like they're going in a different direction, and you're like, well, I don't need to sit down. I haven't talked to some of these people in a while. I don't need to sit down and break up with each friend. So some of you might even be changing a phone number and, only giving it out to a select few people. Some of you might be changing the settings on your social media where, only certain people can see what you're posting. Some of you might be getting rid of social media altogether, okay? So this could be a way that some of you are getting movement as well. Your next card here, Gemini, is the Nine of Swords. And so some of you are really conflicted about this decision and a little bit nervous and anxious about the changes that are coming. Okay, Nine of Swords comes up when we might even be losing sleep because we're kind of afraid about the future. We're kind of afraid of what people might be saying about us or thinking about us. We might be beating ourselves up for the way we handled certain situations. And the message with the Nine of Swords is basically stop doing that, right? I know it's easier said than done, because when we have the Nine of Swords energy, a lot of the things that we're worried about are possible. right? They're legitimate fears. You're not freaking out, worrying that, oh my gosh, what if I go to the grocery store and I get bitten by a shark, right? That's not possible. That would never in a million years happen unless you live in Sharknado world. But you might have really legitimate fears, things that are possible and things that might actually happen, right? Especially right now, looking at the world and the way things are changing, and the things that are happening as people are waking up. It's a crazy, crazy time. But this is the message with the Nine of Swords. You can only do so much. Do what you can to keep yourself stable, to keep yourself safe, to prepare for the future. That's one of the things that I was talking about in the video I posted about what was going on. I said something about, having food put away, non-perishables and canned foods, and people panicked as if I was saying that it was the end of the world, and that's not what I was saying, right? That's one example of ways that you can prepare for the future, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Food prices can go up. You can have a time of economical uncertainty, right? Certain items might be harder to get sometimes. And so that's one way that you can just kind of, without going crazy, without hoarding, without freaking out, that's one way that you can be prepared. Or other things, other steps that you feel guided to take to just say, okay, this makes me feel more safe, right? Whether it's getting a home security system, whether it is, learning certain skills or abilities. Maybe you don't feel like your job is very stable. Maybe it's just starting to look for another job. Whatever steps that you can take to feel safe. And then the rest we have to surrender. The Nine of Swords is about the perfect balance between taking control of our life and being in a place of faith and surrender, right? That's when we say, okay, God, okay, universe, here are the things I'm afraid about. Here's what I've done to try to prepare for it. And the rest I'm putting in your hands to watch over me and my loved ones, to guide us, to protect us. And we surrender the rest. That's all you can do, Gemini, is just do your best. That's all we can do. So take the pressure off yourself. Take the pressure off yourself. You're not responsible for every little single thing on this planet, right? You can't fix everything for everybody, right? You can only do so much. And even within your own life, you can only do so much. So just do what you can and surrender the rest. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Seven of Pentacles, right? You're working really hard. You're working really hard for change here, right? And the Seven of Pentacles brings us the message that basically our hard work is going to pay off, but it might take some time, right? And this is what some of you are maybe feeling anxiety about. You may be putting something into a business. You might be trying to get promoted or get a raise. You may be trying to heal a relationship, whether it's romantically or with family. And you're like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing all this stuff to make this happen. I'm breaking my back. And Spirit is saying, look, there's progress being made. You just might not see it, right? When you plant a seed and it hasn't sprouted just yet, it's growing underneath the surface. It's on its way, right? So there are things happening behind the scenes that you can't see right now, but you'll be able to see them soon enough. You have to give it time. Seven of Pentacles for me is the timing card, right? You can't force something to happen before its season. Just continue doing what you're doing, and in the meantime, rest. Take this burden off your back. Rest. I feel, Gemini, a lot of you are very tired. Emotionally, mentally, physically, and I feel like the message here is that you need to rest. I feel also some of you are having to disconnect from the TV, from the news, from certain people that you've been talking to. Okay, there's somebody in my life whom I love dearly, 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 but every single time I see this person, they want to tell me about all of the tragic things they saw on the news. And it might be their way of coping with it, but I just know that I have to tell this person I don't want to hear about anything from the news, right? I don't want to dwell in that energy. So some of you might be in that energy where you're like, you know what, I don't I don't want to hear it. So you might be distancing yourself from people that are maybe it's not about the news, maybe it's just about drama and what's going on with other people, or drama in their life. There's no shame, Gemini, in feeling like you have to step away from certain people or situations or circumstances because they're stressing you out. There's no shame in that, right? A lot of the times people think when they're on their spiritual journey that, oh, well, I'm going to be really high vibrational and I'm going to shift the vibration. I'm going to shift the conversation. I'm going to bring them up to my energetic level, right? Or, you know what, to each their own. This is where this person is on their path. I'm not going to let their vibe bring me down. It's not that easy, right? You can't go running through mud without it splashing all over you. It's just the way that it is. So there's no shame in disconnecting, right? And working on yourself and working on the things that are giving you hope, okay? Don't let go of your hope. Keep working towards it. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let other people's opinions or what you're seeing on the mainstream discourage you from that. Keep being in your productive energy, but also at the same time, don't drive yourself crazy with it. Rest. Take time for breaks. Take time for comedy, for adventure, for action, for music, for art, naps, whatever you can to just kind of take some of this pressure off of yourself. Your next card here, Gemini, is the Hermit. Okay? Now, this could be Virgo energy for some of you. Some of you might have a dynamic with a Virgo. However, those of you that watch my videos, you know that I focus more on you. I'm focused about you. I care about what's going on with you and your energy. And we're talking about not being so influenced by others. And I cannot think of a better card that says not being influenced by others than the Hermit card. You have yet again here another major arcana card. Gemini, you guys are going to be going through this shift. You're going to be going through this period. And the thing about the Hermit card, it comes up when we are beginning to really wake up and see the truth. We're seeing through the darkness. The path is becoming more clear to us. And we're not so interested with the opinions of others. We're not so interested with what other people think, because we're beginning to see truths and realities that other people around us haven't woken up to yet, right? And Gemini, I feel a lot of you guys are coming into that level of awakening, that stage of awakening when you're the most awake person that you know. And so you don't have interest to really be super social, and you're going to be liking to spend this time alone, going within. The thing about the Hermit is not lonely. The Hermit is not sad. The Hermit is not depressed. The Hermit is not longing or searching for friends. The Hermit is, on this new path, setting out on this new path and having a lot of epiphanies and realizations. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I cannot give any psychological advice. This is just something that I'm seeing, that Spirit is showing me. I feel some of you maybe have been in therapy for a long time and you were thinking that it wasn't working. I think something is happening in the coming days and weeks where all of a sudden you're having epiphanies, where you're having all these aha moments from your therapies, from your conversations. You might even be remembering previous sessions or things that you had, and it's all beginning to come together and it's all beginning to make sense. And you're beginning to kind of, figure out how you're going to take these experiences and these realizations and improve your life and even help other people with it. Kind of help other people who maybe have gone through what you've gone through. I feel that for some of you as well. Okay. And one more thing here. I feel some of you Geminis that have been really focusing on trying to fix a relationship or manifest a relationship are feeling like you just want to focus on you right now. Like, it feels so good and so fulfilling to be in your realizations and to see this path and to begin to walk down it, that you're not so worried or so concerned about what other people are thinking or what other people are doing. You're really, really, really going within here with this energy. Your next card here, Gemini, is The Strength card, you've got a lot of major arcana cards. This is big shifts, guys. Big changes coming in back to back. Again, Strength is going your own way, going in your own direction. Okay? This is going out into uncharted territory and not only doing well, but absolutely positively thriving. Okay? Doing amazingly well. So I feel some of you have been procrastinating about a decision and you're finally beginning to move forward. And once you move forward and it's picking up, you're like, gosh, you know, why didn't I do this sooner? Don't get caught in that blaming and shoulda, woulda, coulda. You did it when you were meant to do it. You did it when you were ready to do it, and that is good enough, okay? Strength card here is also loyalty, determination, independence, right? So Gemini, I feel a lot of you maybe have been not doing certain things in your life because, you know, you thought that maybe it might kind of rock the boat a little bit, or you thought other people might not like it or think it was stupid or whatever, right? Or not approve of it, and you're just like, I can't do it anymore. And you're going your own way. I feel some of you Geminis might even be coming out of what we sometimes refer to as the spiritual closet. I know people have referred to it in the past as like the witch's closet, like coming out of the witch's closet and like telling people that you're a witch. But not everybody who's spiritual is a witch. I don't consider myself to be a witch, but I'm not going to sit here and say that other people shouldn't be witches, right? We all connect with our spirituality in different ways. And so whatever that is for you, you might be coming out and basically saying, these are my beliefs. Maybe some of you are focusing on spiritual healing or holistic remedies, or changing your religious or political affiliations. And so a lot of you might even be just kind of coming out and saying, all right, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I think. This is what I believe. This is what I'm moving towards in my life. And so a lot of you are kind of just ready. Like, okay, you don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But this is what feels true to me. This is my authenticity. This is my path. And the Strength card, you know, she kind of goes out into this unknown and she makes a friend. She has this protector, this guardian, this loyal protector at her side. So along this journey, you guys are going to find protective friends, not fair weather people, not fickle people. Right? So this is something that you guys are going to be embracing and embarking on. I would encourage you guys to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks it's going to add a little extra information. You may want to get a private reading, which you can do at calendly.com/amethystangelite. I'll have that in the description as well. And those of you asking me about the podcast, Amethyst, what in the world happened? You went away, you came back, there was an issue with the cards. What was the stuff about the canned food? Like all that stuff, I'm going to explain it in the podcast. I've got the domain set up. I just have to record the first little episode, and I will have it linked in the community tab of this channel when it's up, okay? In the next couple of days. And then in the future, when there's new episodes, I'll link that in the description of the video as well. I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, my darlings. Bye.